October 9, 1962, is Uganda's, formerly Buganda's, Independence Day. The nodal shift into Aquarius and Leo later in August this year, to the end of 2027, will be the country's nodal reversal, and therefore, matters of leadership, tribe, human rights, innovation, and the question of where the power truly lies come to the forefront. 2026 began with another election that, like in previous years, since January 1986, ended with one incumbent winner, Yoweri Museveni, leaving the opposing parties with numerous complaints of injustice, disparity, and human rights violations. Born on September 15, 1944, his sun in Virgo, closely conjunct Chiron, rules over his moon in Leo, a symbol of natural leadership skills seen in the 1980s during the formation of the NRA, leading a 5-year guerrilla war that captured Kampala, making him president in 1986. The conjunction to Chiron points to a wound of service and perfectionism, with fears of inadequacy and an urge to be the one that fixes things. He is infamously known for suppressing expression, overpowering opposing parties, and human rights abuse. Saturn and the North Node co-present in Cancer in his chart point to a strict hand at home that would most likely go to any extent to protect whatever he considers his own. He removed term and age limits so that he could maintain his position as leader of the country. His chart shows a stellium of planets in Virgo into Libra, and therefore, cleanliness, service, and restoration of balance are important to him. His role restored stability and facilitated economic growth in Uganda. His tenure is also known for AIDS reduction and women empowerment. As the planets move through Pisces and Aries in March and April of this year, his leadership skills are put under a lens, reviewing the work he does for others, for himself, and what needs to change to benefit many. Tension is likely around April 21st. A bigger shift is expected on August 21st or thereabout, as the South Node and the Sun sit on his moon at 29 Leo in regards to his position as a leader. Born on February 12, 1982, Bobi Wine has been the face of the fearless opposition against the long-serving president. With the Sun in Aquarius, governed by Saturn exalted in Libra, a strong-willed, rebellious character obsessed with fighting for justice is inevitable. His moon in Libra, ruled by Venus in Capricorn, not too far from Mars and Saturn in the same sign, explains his creative side and also the presence of constant conflict and restrictions in his life in a bid to attain balance and structure. Like his opponent, he also has a stellium of planets in Libra that will form oppositions with the planets transiting in Aries in April, a sign of tension and possibly friction. He is faced with tough decisions between what's beneficial for him versus the good of all. In mid-May, Jupiter on his North Node in Cancer triggers a tough conversation with his planets in Libra and opportunities to resolve challenges in regards to his home and public life, safety and ambition open up. By July, his Uranus opposition sparks an urge to break through limitations. Embracing individuality poses a challenge to rules that no longer support growth in the search for freedom. Reorientation of life goals towards authenticity result in changes in career and relationships. In August, his Saturn opposition puts established structures and responsibilities under review, and outdated ambitions are done with. The solar eclipse in Leo opposes his Sun, as Saturn opposes his stellium in Libra, with Venus not too far, signs of support in the midst of fated change and new beginnings despite opposition. Uganda's chart points to a shift in mid-June. Pluto will go retrograde over Saturn and the South Node between 4 and 5 Aquarius, pointing to an evolutionary shift in matters tradition and authority, possibly through rebellion from a thirst for freedom. The North Node on Jupiter opposite Uranus, both at 3 degrees Pisces in Virgo, feel like a push and pull between togetherness and individual sovereignty, collective power and rebellion, faith and structure. As the benefics pass through the country's Mars in Cancer, soothing the center of conflict with optimism and a taste of abundance.